Hey everyone, just bear with us while we get the live stream set up. Thanks. Welcome again, and I'm delighted to welcome Felipe and Luis here from the MakerDAO team. They're going to give a presentation on how MakerDAO keeps building on DAI. If you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to pop them in the chat and we can take them towards the end. And yeah, I'll let you take the stage, Luis and Felipe. Thanks.
Okay, thank you so much. So yeah, we're going to talk about how MakerDAO keeps building on DAI. Felipe and I, we work for the Maker Growth core unit. That is a working group for MakerDAO. So yeah, I am most of the part of the support operations, and Felipe is our tech lead. So yeah, we're going to start. Felipe, if you can.
Yeah. So hi everyone. My name is Felipe. I'm working at the growth core unit in the MakerDAO DAO, really. And yeah, we're here to talk to you about how we are continuing to build around and support DAI as the ecosystem keeps on growing.
Yep. Please next slide. So yeah, basically let's start with what is or who is the DAO or MakerDAO itself. So MakerDAO is one of the oldest DAOs that is still around. We can talk about MakerDAO right now in two different components, like MakerDAO, the whole global DAO itself that is composed by the whole Maker community, the protocol, the stakeholders, us as the core units, and all the people that is joined in the DAO that is working towards the healthy of the protocol. And then there is the second component that is basically the Maker protocol itself. That is the set of smart contracts that put DAI alive into the Ethereum mainnet. So basically, we are since last year a full decentralized DAO since the dissolving of the Maker Foundation. And right now, the whole MakerDAO team is composed by different working groups that are called core units. They are the ones that are giving their services to the DAO. Basically, for example, us at Growth, we are doing the work for partnerships and basically try to increase the DAI demand all around mainnet and other parts. Yeah, basically all around MakerDAO works thank you to the governance, the Maker governance. That is the process where the MKR token holders vote for whatever regards to the MakerDAO or to the protocol itself. For example, the parameters are on DAI, what core units are going to be working for the DAO, what collaterals are going to be backing DAI, and so yeah, this leads us to our star product that is basically DAI. So DAI is this decentralized stablecoin that is over collateralized. So as I said, it's based on over collateralized lending. And as right now is one of the most trusted stablecoins in the whole space. So as DAI is over collateralized, as you can see right now, it is not super affected by the market movements. And multiple systems are in place to make DAI one of the most useful stablecoins all around the decentralized finance. If you can, yeah. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about how DAI works. It's super simple, as you know, as you may know in MakerDAO. So people can come with whatever collateral that we accept in MakerDAO. It can be ETH, it can be WBTC, it can be COMP, it can be USDC through the BSM or whatever crypto. So you go and interact with MakerDAO. And from these collaterals, you start minting DAI. So for every DAI you mint, you create a Maker vault, and then these vaults have stability fees that we, let's say, kind of control through the governance process, as we mentioned it before, in order to keep the DAI peg to the US dollar. So basically, when DAI is trading above the $1 peg, what we do is that the stability fees, let's say we lower them. So we increase the desire of people of minting DAI and flood the market. So DAI keeps the peg with the dollar. And in the opposite side, when DAI is trading below the $1 target, what we do is that we increase a little bit the stability fees. So we encourage people to repay basically their loans inside MakerDAO and then take a little bit of the DAI in the market. So we basically reach the $1 peg. And yeah, so the Maker vaults are basically like the core part of the whole Maker protocol that are these smart contracts that enable everyone, whoever wants to interact with the protocol to mint DAI by locking collateral on it. As you can see in the slides, there are like many interfaces, for example, InstaDApp, Defi Saver, Oasis, that are the ones that provide this service to Maker. And yeah, like whatever protocol we accept in whatever collateral we accept in the protocol, you can mint DAI against it, as much as the depth ceiling of the vault allows you, because every vault has a depth ceiling. That is the maximum amount that you can like basically mint in terms of DAI. And then, for example, if this depth ceiling comes to a maximum, the Maker governance process comes in again. And yeah, basically the MKR token holders can vote for the depth ceiling to be increased or to be decreased if there is not much demand on the collaterals. And so yeah, that's basically how the vaults and the protocol works. Another pretty important part of the protocol itself are the Maker oracles. And we don't use, for example, Chainlink as most of all the other players in the ecosystem. We use our own oracle. So any lending protocol, as Maker relies on the price of the oracles, like the price feeds of every collateral. So we maintain our own network of decentralized price oracles, and this can be accessed by any DeFi applications, because yeah, we have it ordered in the blockchain. For example, one pretty cool part of our oracle system is, let's say in this bear market, we have a security model that is the OSM or the Oracle security model that gives you like the price feed of every collateral, and it always delays the next price for 1 hour. So we always give like this kind of opportunity for every vault owner to see how healthy is his or her collateral, so they can like take a chance to repay the DAI, get more collateral into the vault or wherever. So we like do this kind of for our users to be like more secure on what they are doing, to give them like more time when these like kind of market situations comes up. So yeah, that's basically the most important part of the protocol. And then I'll let you with Felipe, who is going to talk to you about the other modules and the features we have.
So basically, as Luis said, there are a couple modules in play when you interact with the Maker protocol, and we have to make a strong point about the Maker protocol being quite modular. So there are a lot of different parts that affect either the DAI emissions, DAI stability, and also there are other parts of the protocol that let you interact in novel ways with DAI and the Maker ecosystem. So everything is basically voted in by governance after doing a lot of risk analysis. And we over this couple years, we've integrated a lot of different functionality that's already available for use by other DeFi protocols. One of our premier integrations is the D3M, that stands short for DAI Direct Deposit Module. This basically lets the Maker protocol just inject liquidity into other protocols such as Aave and basically provide a better interest rate for people who want to borrow DAI on other venues. And sorry, this actually allows people to get DAI at better rates that they could get elsewhere and benefits both Maker and Aave and also users. The idea is to make DAI the most available stablecoin in the market, and letting people just borrow it with whatever collateral they want, always taking into account the permissions that the other protocols give. So, for example, in Aave, you can borrow DAI with other crypto collaterals that you might not be able to borrow with in the main Maker system. So that expands the possibilities for everyone involved. And the D3M is not linked to Aave itself. There's a lot of potential integrations in the works and coming up, and also you can build your own projects using the D3M as a source of DAI liquidity for whatever needs you have. Bear in mind, obviously, that D3M integrations are subject to governance acceptance. So the product that uses the D3M should be secure enough to actually be able to use a D3M integration. One of the most recent cases of D3M integrations hitting the news is our deal with Tesla through another lending protocol. So basically, we actually through this other protocol, we ended up lending DAI to Tesla to actually get a real world running service centers, that sort of thing. And this is a real power of the D3M. We can inject liquidity wherever the market needs it. So basically, Maple Finance is one of our partners who actually specializes in uncollateralized lending. So we can make a strong point about about Maker being a little bit more capital efficient in this regard. And the main point of this is that the security model of DAI, we set up a debt ceiling for these integrations, and we kind of extend the lending rights to other protocols. So basically, we rely on other protocols to do their due diligence and lend DAI as much as they need, really. This allows us to scale in a huge fashion because there's no need for crypto collateral in these cases, and real world assets can actually start tapping into crypto collaterals and crypto in the DeFi space in general by means of using a stable coin like DAI and just starting to do stuff in the DeFi space. Another interesting development that we've had over is the peg stability module. So that's the PSM. The PSM basically allows you to trade DAI in or out for right now it's 3 stablecoins: USDC, the Paxos, and Gemini USD. And the whole idea for this is that we want to build a better system for stablecoin swaps, and Maker's ability to mint DAI and burn it puts it in a very special place to be able to actually expand and contract the demand, the DAI supply in really sorry. really expand and contract the supply as much as it's needed. So if people want to drop their USDC for DAI and go yield farming, for example, they can just do that on the PSM and they will get that rate one-to-one. The main point for using the PSM is that it's actually free apart from gas fees. So you can swap to your hardest content without incurring trade fees. You can both mint another really interesting thing and that we've seen the PSM used for is actually bridging DAI to the real world via stable coins pegged to dollars, such as USDC or Paxos, just enabling other borrowers to exit. And also the PSM actually allows other actors to arbitrage DAI's peg. So if DAI is trading below the peg, they can buy DAI off the market, burn it, USDC. And if DAI is above the market, they can just deposit USDC and use DAI to make a profit. So we also have another module that's called the Flash module. This is currently free to use and free version of Abe's lending protocol. This basically means that you can arbitrage DAI, you can multiply leverage for free, basically. The only thing you're paying in this case is gas fees. And also looking forward to the multi-chain strategy that MakerDAO is bringing forward, and all this L2 explosion that we've seen, we are actively working on Maker Teleport. Is for DAI, just leveraging the capabilities that the DAO has to actually mint and burn DAI. So basically, this functions via a mint and burn model, where you actually DAI in one chain, and that is picked up by an Oracle network that relays a message to the other side. Let's say you're transferring from mainnet to Optimism, for example. You lock your DAI on mainnet, that gets picked up by the Oracle network, that then sends a message to the L2 and enables you to mint DAI on that L2. The DAI that was locked on the original chain just gets burned, and it effectively means that you can instantly get your DAI wherever you need it, whenever you need it. We are rolling this out very soon. It's first gonna be on Starknet, and after that we are targeting Arbitra and Optimism to be launched. And this wormhole and this teleportation of DAI actually enables us to actually deploy multi-collateral DAI on L2 networks. So the gas fees that have been so high for so long actually allows people from using the protocol working on L2 being supported, and so that you can mint and use DAI on different networks as just as if you were on mainnet. So that's an overview of all the modules that we are holding grants for in this hackathon. Right now we are in grants for a PSM interface, so an interface which lets you swap coins using our peg stability module. We have a grant for creating an interface for our collaterals, mostly leverage tokens like Curves, Take ETH LP tokens. There's Gelato tokens for the Uniswap V3 DAI USDC pools, that sort of thing. we have a grant for a Flapper distributor, so that regards the mechanism for in which there's a maker has enough revenue to actually start distributing that revenue to token holders and MKR holders. So we are actively looking into that. We are also hosting a grant for cool use case for our Flash Mint module, which is actually currently free. So that's a really useful tool for DeFi projects and protocols that want to just move collateral around or arbitrage. Another really interesting grant that we are hosting is a grant for an Oracle's dashboard. So just looking at the Oracle status of the Maker ecosystem, showing the different prices, showing the time delays between these prices, that sort of thing. Whatever you can imagine, you can do. We will be in the Discord channel to check that out and have some discussions. And our last grant for this hackathon is a subgraph for the MKR voting weights. So right now, the MKR governance is based on a delegate system. So people can actually delegate the MKR to delegates who in their behalf. That's just a byproduct of the gas fees being so high on mainnet. But yeah, we are looking to create some sort of interface that lets people see how MKR is allocated and how people actually are able to vote and support their delegates. So yeah, that's it from me. I don't know if there are many questions in the chat channel, and if you have any questions, just feel free to drop them in the chat.
It looks like you covered everything in this workshop. There's no questions coming in yet.
No, okay. No, don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah, also, whatever we're on the sponsor channel into the ETH Global Discord server. So there you can find like all the useful links of the documents, and you can ask me or Felipe or whoever is over there from the Maker team, whatever doubts you might have around the projects, the prices, and whatever that you are possibly building for MakerDAO, or you're interested in doing some of the ones that we put over there. We are in the chat, so yeah, feel free to reach out anytime.
Yes, we are also going to be hosting a series of brainstorming sessions on our official Discord server for MakerDAO. So feel free to join Discord server so we can have a chat and discuss what you want to do with Maker.
Great, thanks Felipe and Luis for the session, and you will follow up over Discord.
Okay, amazing. Thank you for the invitation, and thank everyone for being here.
Thanks everyone for having a nice session with us.